Hello everyone, this is Quakeman, and today I'm going to talk about the official release of Titanfall. It's been about a week, and I know technically, everyone's going to be like, well, the game's already been out, everything I'm going to say has already been said, there's nothing else to say, but sick for what my opinions are. The reason why it's been a week since I uploaded this, I'm uploading this video instead of like a couple days later, it's actually because my Titanfall did not come in until Friday. Yeah, apparently when I was lucky enough to take some of my birthday money to buy Titanfall, my only choice was Walmart. And Walmart said, "Oh, we'll ship it to you early so it arrives on Tuesday." Nope, didn't arrive until well, actually, technically, it didn't arrive until Thursday. I just didn't check the mail. But we also had a major snowstorm on Wednesday and had a power outage, so technically I think it was delayed because of that storm. But still, I didn't get it until technically Friday. I didn't start playing until technically Friday, so I haven't had on-hands experience like most people. So that's why mine is about a week late in some regards. That sort of thing. Now, first thing I want to state, I may spoil a bit of the campaign if that matters. If you don't want to hear about it, I would say just don't watch the video at that point. And also, I'll try to keep this as minimum as possible because I know my opinions on the beta was 52 minutes. Okay? I'll try to disregard a lot of the stuff that most people probably already know, especially with the game types, the gameplay, the rodeoing, attrition, stuff like that. So the things I'm going to talk about is actually what they added into the full release of the game, my opinions on how it feels overall, and then I want to get into the campaign because I'm very indifferent with a lot of other people out there with this campaign. So first thing, in the beta, they only had about 5 primary weapons, 3 anti-titans, 2 sidearms, 2 abilities, 2 ordinances, and only 3 kits for each of them. In the full game, pilots have 10 primary weapons ranging between assault rifles, light machine guns, submachine guns, 1 shotgun, 2 sniper rifles, 1 DMR, and 1 bolt-action rifle, and the smart pistol. There's 4 anti-titan weapons, which is the standard Sidewinder, which is that machine gun weapon, and the lock-on one, and then there's 2 other ones which I have never had a chance to use as of now, but one of them is called the arc cannon, and the other one I think is called, I forget what it is, but it looked like a major rocket shooting gun. I'm sorry if I don't remember the name at this point. There's 3 sidearms. There's the standard pistol, there's the machine gun pistol, and then there's a magnum. There's still no attachments available for these weapons, which is fine. There's now 1 more ability added to the game called Active Pulse. From what I was able to get from friends who have it unlocked, is it's not freeform. It's not you can turn it on and off. It's permanently on and you can shoot with it, but it's not like the Blacklight Retribution's VMRs where you can see where everyone's moving in real time. This does a pulse in a short distance, so it only works within the local area, not the entire map. And then the cloak is still the same, stim is still the same. With the ordinances, there's now a satchel charge, which is like C4, and an arc mine, which is basically like a claymore or something. I think you can use this on Titans. I'm not sure. There's a bunch of there's 6 new kits, 6 new like perks kits added to the kit 1 section or the kit 2 section, and from what I gather from a lot of it, it's very well interesting on how they balanced. They included a parkour kit, the enhanced parkour kit, which apparently makes it so you stay on the wall longer, you double jump a little bit higher, stuff like that. A run and gun kit, which only works with pistols and submachine guns, where you can actually shoot your gun while sprinting, but you can't ADS. That breaks you out of sprint. So that's a very interesting idea, instead of making it only available for those 2. Quick reload, which is kind of like sleight of hand, and a stealth kit, which basically hide your footsteps and makes it so when you do a double jump, they can't really see the jet boosters because it's more silent. For the second kit, this seems to be in the middle between a Titan-related option and not a Titan-related option. You have the Warfare transmitter, which I think that makes it so your Titanfall drops on the field faster, because I think it takes about 6 seconds to get on the field. Dead Man's Trigger. This one, people are kind of thinking it's like Dead Man's Hand from Modern Warfare 3, or where you're able to, or Martyrdom from Call of Duty 4. If you read if you read this correctly, it basically means that if I drop arc mines or if I drop satchel charges and I die, they will automatically explode instead of just disappearing like most games, like Battlefield does it, or even Call of Duty, where your claymores disappeared upon death. This basically makes it that if you threw a C4 but then you died, it will blow up. That's what it does. It's not like your guy has vests and blows up when you die. No, it's only what you place. The ice pick, which a lot of people are saying is the most useless, which is understandable, it basically makes it so hacking is faster, so hacking specters and turrets on the field is faster. Not a lot of people are going to be using this. I definitely understand why. Probably in the next DLCs they will add more usage for this, but so far it's pointless. And the Guardian chip makes it so your Titan shoots. Basically, it's a little bit more protectable than before. There's now this is what disappoints me. I was expecting that they were going to add maybe 5 chassis or 6 chassis, like many different options for many different scenarios. They only added 3. The Atlas, which is the overall balanced, the Strider, which is the weakest but it's the fastest, and the Ogre, which is, the protector, defender person, takes the most hits. Now, each one has different core abilities. The Atlas does double damage. Strider has unlimited dodging attacks. And the Ogre basically makes the shield more impenetrable. That's what I gathered. I haven't used the Strider or the Ogre yet because I just completed the campaign. There's a new ability, which is the Particle Wall. There's now 6 primary weapons. There's 5 new kit 1s, 5 new kit 2s. There's 4 ordinances. And again, I think the balance between the kits are actually well done. There isn't anything overpowered from the last. There isn't anything that, like, oh, this one's what everyone's going to gravitate to, and that's perfect. As long as you make it to where you don't make something more gravitatable to where, oh, everyone's just going to use fucking that, you should be good. I know a lot of people are going to say that's the same thing with a Smart Pistol, and so far, the only problem I have with the Smart Pistol is the burn card Smart Pistol. That makes it more damageable, and of course, if you kill them, it's gone, but you never know how many burn cards they have with that particular pistol. And what I found out is you earn that burn card if you use the Smart Pistol. Because, like, I've been using the start assault gun, basically, the entire time, and I've been getting constant assault gun burn cards. And when I used the Smart Pistol once to test it out, to see how it worked in the game, I started earning Smart Pistol burn cards. So, it basically, I think they should not have added that burn card for the Smart Pistol, because that is where it's OP, because that kills you in 2 shots instead of 3. And that kind of bugs me in some regard. But so far, I haven't found an annoyance with the Smart Pistol too much. But I know a lot of people may still hate the fact that the Smart Pistol still exists. There's 10 primary weapons. They have a bunch of different properties to it. I really don't see a use to using the Smart Pistol, except for if you're doing close range or whatever. But there is a balance to it, in my opinion and in my perspective. But that's pretty much all I can say. There's now 5 game types added to it. There's Pilot Hunter, which is basically just like Last Man Standing, but except for it's specifically to pilots, and Capture the Flag. I was hoping they would add at least maybe 6 or 7 game types, but it seems like they only did this. I still find Last Titan Standing to be a very enjoyable mode. I've been hearing a lot of people don't enjoy it. They think it's one of the worst modes to play on top of Pilot Hunter, while Capture the Flag and Hardpoint are probably the best ones to play, while Attrition can be mixed bag for certain people, and that's fine. I just wish they added more stuff. The next thing I want to say, because that's pretty much all that's added to the game, is I'm really interested on what they're going to do with the DLC stuff. I know a lot of people may be stupid that I'm going to talk about what they're doing with DLC. I get intrigued on it depending on how they handle it. I mean, how Battlefield handles it, but how Battlefield handles it, I think is okay. I know a lot of people hate the premium system. I know a lot of people hate the pricing of it. I know $15 seems a bit of a steep, and that's fine. But to me, I think of them as expansion packs. I mean, we've had expansion packs for the years where it adds new maps, new items, and new game types. I mean, I don't want to bring that up, but yeah. But they're $10. Each of these packs are going to be $10, and they've said, from what I remember, is they said that these will include a bunch of new stuff than just maps. It will include new weapons. It probably will include new abilities. It probably will include new chassis. We'll see what happens. And it's only going to be 3, and the Seasons Pass is only $25. I'm curious of what they're going to do, honestly. Maybe, we may have a different chassis that has a different core ability and stuff like that. The more they add, the more interesting aspects they can do with this, with the game from what they already have on top of it. So I'm very curious of what that's going to be from there on. And I only got about 5 minutes because I'm going to keep this to about 15 minutes. The campaign, I understand a lot of people says this is the weakest point of it. People are pissed that it's not an isolated experience. It's an online matches with other people, and people are pissed off that you have to go through these 9 missions to unlock the Strider when you complete as a militia, and then to unlock the Ogre to complete as a IMC. In my opinion, if you try to throw away the idea of single-player campaign and just throw away the idea of isolated experience, I actually found the campaign more enjoyable. I actually kind of want to play through it a second time just because it's actually kind of fun. The cutscenes you get during, in the beginning of the matches, the conversations you get during, and all this other stuff makes it feel like this war that Titanfall has set up is more important than just, here's a multiplayer game where you just battle and win, This feels like it means a lot when you win, and it means a lot when you lose, without it being serious, if you know what I mean. I enjoyed the campaign. Now, there's 9 missions, and you have to play through them twice. One as a militia, one as an IMC. And the missions go as Refueling Raid, The Colony, The Odyssey, Get Barker, Attack on Sentinel, Here Be Dragons, 3 Towers, Attack on Demeter, and Made Men. I found the campaign to be actually enjoyable. I actually recorded each of the missions, which is what you're seeing throughout this entire thing, and I found them to be really enjoyable. I liked the refueling blade started up where the militia was about to lose, but they started to steal fuel for the rest of their stuff. The colony is when the IMC was trying to get an upper hand on the militia by attacking a colony of civilians who happens to be where an ex-IMC named James McAllen is there. As the militia, you're trying to get him, which McAllen is pissed because this is a peaceful colony, while the IMC attacked first because they're trying to stop the militia. The Odyssey is when they're trying to extract the McAllen, while they're trying to get information to find the weakest point for the IMC, especially since McAllen used to be an IMC 15 years ago, and he has all the knowledge of what used to be there. Get Barker is when you try to get a guy named, I don't remember his first name, but his name is Barker, and you're trying, and he can help you with flying anything and doing a lot more damage to it, and that's the mission with that. While Attack on Sentinel, you're trying to attack on the Sentinel to cripple the IMC a little bit more. Here Be Dragons, I don't remember exact details of why you were there again. I think it relates to them trying to steal information about the tower, which then the 3 Towers where they attack next. And then Attack on Demeter is probably one of my favorite missions I've ever done. As an IMC, it has a little bit weaker. I like the introduction I like how the introduction for the IMC is done. But I'm a little pissed off of just how that feels, because playing as a militia on that mission has a lot more weight to it, honestly. And oh god, in my opinion, I thought it was the best mission ever. It is the most enjoyable. The ending to it was really well done, and the lead up next mission for Made Men makes the entire idealistic of what the militia is doing a lot more made sense, while the IMC side kind of is in the middle of like iRobots or Terminator in a sense, in some regard. And I really liked it. The introduction for each of them were really good. Attack on Demeter, hands down, is the best introduction to one of the multiplayer missions ever as a militia. And I know a lot of people are gonna shit on the campaign because it's shorthand and all this other stuff, and that's fine. But in my opinion, this was most enjoyable to me. It made trying to win more sense. My adrenaline was pumping, and I was pushing to win the fucking game. That is brilliant. In my opinion, I think if it's done very well and scripted very well, I think this idea for multiplayer games could be done better. I know a lot of people want an isolated experience for Titanfall, and that's fine, but I'm going to have to cut it off from there because I'm close to the end. So far, I really loved Titanfall. I really enjoyed it. I think Respawn Entertainment has done a beautiful job. I will say not everyone should pick it up because $60 is steep for what it includes, but overall, I definitely recommend the PC edition most of all. Other than that, I think I'm going to stop my mouth before I continue on ranting, and you guys have a great day and take care.
Brace for impact! Everyone, hold on! Hard right! Russell, get us the hell out of here! Sir, jump calculations haven't finished yet. We might get a damn. Just do it! Jump now! Now, damn it, now! Jumping in 3, 2, 1, mama! We made it! Nice work, Wilson! Hey, hang on! Mayday! This is Misfit 2! We're going down! We're going down!
This is McAllen. Hang on. I'm on my way.
We're getting off this hill! Come with me! Holy shit, it's McAllen!
This is a hardpoint battle. Hold points Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie so we can overload the reactor core, trigger a chain reaction, and wipe out Demeter. If we pull this off, it'll take years for the IMC to send ships back into the frontier.
We're running out of time and the fleet up there is in bad shape. If you're gonna do something, McAllen, you'd better do it fast.
Fish! Talk to me! Give me something I can work with! Mac, if you can find a way to trigger a manual overload, that'll work, even if they manage to shut down the reactor core. Except there's one problem. There isn't a Titan in the world that can protect you against that kind of radiation. You let me worry about that! We're not giving up, Fish! Not yet! Pilot, you're doing great! Keep up the fire! McAllen out! Sarah, Fish, I've got this. Get the fleet out of here.
What the hell are you talking about, Mac? Mac, come in! Fish, get him back on comm, now!
He's still transmitting, just not to us. I'm patching into his feed.
Open your eyes, Marcus. You could have stopped me 15 years ago. Instead, you gave me the ship.
Sir, I've got the bastard in my sights. I'm going after him. Stand by.
Blisk, hold your fire. You're gonna rupture a coolant circuit and blow the place to hell. Hand-to-hand combat only. Move. With pleasure, sir.
He's gonna get himself killed.
Right on. I have full access to this hardpoint. Increasing reactor pressure in that area.
Bish, I'm picking up a spike in the reactor core. Patching in now. Oh no.
Damn it, Mac, you crazy son of a bitch. What the hell are you doing?
Vice Admiral, McKennan's locked himself in the reactor core chamber. He'll be bloody dead in minutes. That chamber's completely irradiated. Blisk, there's nothing you can do. Get to your ship and get out of there.
Marcus, I've got the reactor set to pulse detonate, and all the coolant in the system doing great. Keep it up.
Pilots, the core is going critical. We're sending evac ships to your location. Find McAllen and get the hell out of there.
Negative! Wait, this is McAllen. I've triggered the reactor core overload manually. Clear out as fast as you can. Do not wait for ground forces. Repeat, there is no time for evac. Marcus, they trusted me as an ex-IMC officer, and they're gonna need someone after I'm gone. You told me 15 years ago, on board the Odyssey, to take the ship. Now I'm giving you the same choice. Pilot, this is McAllen. If you're still on the ground out there, it's been an honor serving with you.
On the frontier today, the IMC's port of Demeter was attacked by militia insurgents. Reports are sketchy, but indications are that the refueling facilities sustained major damage in the battle. Numerous casualties are indicated, including the mutineer James McAllen, formerly believed missing in action. High command in the IMC...
Adios, my friend.
The whereabouts of several high-ranking officers involved in the conflict, including Vice Admiral Marcus Graves, is presently unknown.